Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Prince William, you have just been exposed. And not to be an awkward egghead that can't even get the little public events you do right. Oh, no, 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 no. Guys, things have gotten even worse. Baby, I don't know if I don't know what's going to happen to the crown at this point. Do you know that William's right-hand man, one of his top aides, right, an aide that played a key role in Harry and Meghan's royal exit, right, a man that bragged and William bragged, and when Harry and Meghan got ran out, him, Kate, Jason, nothing. They were clapping hands and having fun. Do you know that he has been exposed? For what? For being himself. He has been exposed, right, for allowing unrelenting and systematic racism to run rampant in the Cabinet Office. Yes. Well, if you guys don't know, William got in bed with the Tories and they've been trading like literally one cycles out of Kensington Palace, goes to the Parliament, cycles back in baby. His name is Tory Central. Basically his right-hand man that he hired for to personally work with Harry and Meghan. He is now being exposed and being written up, and this has been proven through a report as being a rampant, unrelated, unrelenting racist. And he allowed systematic racism, unrelenting, to pass through the actual Cabinet Office. You guys, this comes as no shock to me at all. But the fact this is also being dropped while they are trying to figure out new ways to strip Harry of his what UK citizen, of his title, of his birthright. You know, listen, a lot's been said about the Prince Archie, of Princess Lilibeth. Let me tell you my opinion of this, and I'll just say this before we get into all this. They should just get rid of the titles now, and here's why. Because they are never, ever, 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 ever going to let Archie or Lilibet, in my opinion, have a moment's peace for the rest of their life. They won't. They will send people to set them up. They will send things to make them look bad. They will schedule. They will do anything they can, in my opinion, the royal family, to destroy Archie and Lilibet just like they are doing to Meghan and Harry. Why? Because to them, Archie and Lilibet you cannot be mixed race and be on the same level as the all-white world family. But more importantly, they do not want them to have a happy ending, because if you start to buy in that you don't need the royal family to actually be happy, then everybody's going to leave. Why was Charlotte and Louis want to lick even as much as they loved their brother? Why would they want to have to lick George's feet for the rest of their lives? Why would they want to have to be the father, the spare, the laughing stock? Who are they going to offer up to the paparazzi? What normal person, if you have options, will want to do that by saying what? Oh, but you have this respect, you have this glamour, you have this money. But they can look and say, but Uncle Harry got respect. Uncle Harry got way more glamour, Uncle Harry has way more money, and Uncle Harry can work when he wants. Uncle Harry's life looks the way Uncle Harry life wants it to be. So why are we in this issue again? And y'all can't even pay us because you use that to control. I'm telling you again, am I predicting the future? I hope not. I just don't think they're ever going to let them have a moment's peace. Just like as much as for Harry and Meghan, they are never going to let Harry and Meghan have a moment's peace. They are not. They don't want it. This is a design feature. This is a design feature. It's not an anomaly. And now we see it doing the Meghan. But it's a testing ground because whatever they do to Harry and Meghan, they are going to also do to Charlotte and Louis again. I'm just saying anyway. Glow and Lee on Twitter actually wrote something. Ben Lee says so about Prince William claiming there was no racism in his environment against Meghan when his right-hand man, Simon Case, is reported to have let it run rampant in the government. She says that equals William being a liar. Baby, I agree with you, but I think the fake pictures of Kate and that little walk I'm still interested to see. We've already established the fact that that was not Kate walking from Windsor Farms. Okay, but who was walking with her? Was that William? because that's what we really need to be focused on, she said. Birds of a feather flock together, she says. I believe Meghan and Harry haven't shared even 5% of the hostile, jealous, racist, and discriminatory energy that William, Kate, and the institution directed to her. And we're gearing up to direct at Archie and Lily, including trying to ensure those children wouldn't be titled. It was a fail. I don't think they are done. I think that they 100% plan on pulling back Archie and Lily's birthright. I do believe they'll do it under the guise of Charles maybe being IL, the guise of, what's her name, Kate maybe being ill because they are doing it for the sympathy play. But can I just actually also say this? They are also moving to do that because they want to have a reason for why Harry, in fact, should be stripped of his titles. And that because he is not a UK citizen now, he is currently a UK citizen. However, they are trying to make it into this big deal that Harry's moved to America because he put his place of residence as in America. Let me get this straight, Charles, the man that claims he has cancer, took away the home that was gifted to them as a gift after they dumped a bunch of money into renovations. They made a big deal. They won't let them rent out a place in the UK residence. And when Harry comes, he has to stay in a hotel. Okay, fine. Where else is his place of residence? What is he supposed to do? Even though if I was Harry, I would be smart and I would literally go to. I wouldn't even go. I would go to Shoreditch and get a one-bedroom studio and literally say, this is the Prince of England. And I would literally let them be like, you don't like this? Guess what, baby? You worried about me setting up an alternative royal court in London. How about I set this eternal in Shoreditch and see how you like that? And I would literally have people. I would be the people's prince and be setting up and set up my own royal patronages and do whatever I wanted to do. I would go and get all the roadmen together and be like, yes, we're going to call this Open Roads. Holmes, baby, don't let me. You got there. Lucky that Harry still got love for them because, baby, if that was me, I would have mopped the floor with Charles. I would have mopped the floor with William. They would have been literally trying to deport me. I will say this though, right. William says he's coming back to work. Maybe he's not at this point, who cares? I'm sick of people acting like they do something. We finally got William to come for and shake people's hands for 5 seconds. Even though even at the soup kitchen, he just proved how odd he is with relating to people again. I don't know what it is, Charles. Who is it? Harry got all the charisma, and he got the longest amount of time with his hair. Even though sometimes when the light hits on, it looks like those Windsor genes are coming through. But baby Diana is fighting. She is windmilling on those Windsor genes. She is doing everything she can to make sure that every hair of head, every piece of hair on Harry's head actually stays where it's supposed to stay for the longest amount in the world. So anyway, you guys listen while I pull myself a cool, refreshing beverage. Right, I do want to say this. Where are we at? We are at the fact that these idiots, and I think it's fair to say now, these institution run by racist idiots, they are stupid, they are dumb. And I just want to say this. We keep being like, they better not take away Harry and Meghan's titles. Harry and Meghan don't need the titles. He's always going to be Diana's son. Meghan Markle was before, during, and after. She's always going to be Meghan Markle. We don't need to call her Duchess of Sussex. To me, the name's stupid. I know it means something to Harry. I know to Meghan. She's like, that's my kid's birth rate. I'm not going to tell them how to live their lives. I will say this right the same way, and it seems like karma comes quick for the House of Windsor, the same way that we complained about the way they treated Meghan and Harry. And it was horrible. Meghan almost didn't survive, so I'm not ever going to condone that, but just hear me out what they did to Meghan and Harry. It took 4 years, but it came all the way back to them, all the way back 100. It actually came back tenfold. If I didn't know better, I would say like Lord Baldy Mark's walks was like literally, doing some trying to put roots on. Harry and Meghan hit them with a boomerang spell because it came back tenfold to the monarchy. The monarchy is the weakest and most pathetic it's ever been. I would go so far to venture that they are just weak and pathetic by nature. I don't care, I'm not a monarchist. I don't care if they made amends and kissed Harry and Meghan's feet. They best not go back because that place is racism. Institutional. All monarchies are, and the only reason they would allow Harry and Meghan back is to put a pretty face on the evil that they do. You guys, I didn't come this far to come this far. I am going to say this, though, because everything they tried to do to Harry and Meghan has come back on them tenfold. I do believe that if they do strip Harry of his titles, if they do, strip Lily and Archie of their titles, as hurtful and demeaning as that will feel to Harry because the rest of us don't care, these are all make-believe titles. It really will mark the beginning. Not even the beginning, the end of the end to the monarchy. Right now, people are starting to think about it. People are starting to see that they are liars. We've known that. We saw what they did to Harry, Meghan. People are starting to look at them as grifters, because two people are sick and everybody's just doing nothing. People are starting to see them as unethical scary. People are starting to see William. The reason why everybody's yelling and yelling at him to get out there is in the 2 weeks he's taken off, he's been paid, he's been paid $2 million. Him alone for doing nothing, and he's not giving that money to charity. He's not doing anything but putting it into the bank account, even though he has a control of a $40 billion fortune. The thing is, people are getting sick of them. People are getting hungry. The monarchy is showing that they are awkward. They are weird. They are antiquated. They are liars. They can't even Photoshop pictures correctly. They could have gone to Fiverr and got some 15-year-olds to do this better. If they pull away the last bit, that they have that this is a blood right and they should be respected by blood, and they take the time to be cruel to Archie and Lilibet, as I'm sure they will, because they have not missed an opportunity to be cruel. They are the epitome of you cut your nose off to spite your face. If they do that, you guys, do you know what's next? Right. Because if you admit that this isn't divine, that there's nothing special about you, that this is just titles that humans can give and take away at their mercy. Baby, what happens when they are sick of you and the Tories that William serves so well? What happens when that gets taken away, huh? What happens? What happens when they are no longer in bed with the people that control the government? I'll tell you what people are going to look at and be like. This is all make-believe. These titles aren't real. This isn't blood. Because if it was, you couldn't strip little kids away. So since when you didn't think that Harry and Meghan served you guys, you stripped away. How about we take it down to now that you're not serving us any good, we're going to take it away. Do you guys listen? I know you said, but didn't I predict it before when I said the House of Windsor has fallen with this whole Kate thing and y'all and people? Well, not y'all, but they are like, oh, they've been around for thousands of years, baby. Evolution happens fast. And the dinosaurs were around for millions of years. Give or take a few million, they were around for hundreds of thousands of years before that meteor hit. Baby, whatever happened on December 28th was the royal family's meteor baby, and the giants that walked the earth are now laying below us in ashes. Baby, I gotta say, you love to see it. Anyway,